Alright. I think we need to mess with audio settings. Right? Game audio. It might be weird. While this boppy theme plays. Really good theme. I like it. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. I don't know. Maybe I need to wait for them to talk too. But music. I don't know. That sounds fine. Yeah. For now, it sounds fine anyway. So murder. I'm always bad with names. I know Junko was the most recent death, but there was also the first one, the pop idol. Also, did I make 2 of them? Which one is it? I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, there's a chapter select. What is this? Oh, my light. Oh, this is... Nope, this is wrong. Hold on. I have to leave. How do I, hold on. System... Load... Okay, it was this one. That one. Thank you, Mary. So, Junko's dead body. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body, touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff. I think she's a little gone, buddy. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. You want to check for breathing? I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. I mean, he's right. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. She's fine. She's just sleeping.
Let me out of here!
Somebody help me. You're just now accepting that? Okay. You, military man. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies, but if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. You can be late if you're here. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. It's probably you. So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? You, doll. Hi, Celeste. So you finally noticed. Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. You can't be late. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. And you totally did it. It's her. It's her. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. Feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? I hate this, but still we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Okay, but what if he tampers with it? What if he did? It should have 2 guards. If he did it, then he's gonna tamper with... Well, okay, no, never mind. No, we can't just leave him there alone. Why not? Isn't that obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Okay, good. Byakuya's smart. Also, I hate him. Fine, then I'll say that they're on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. She's just like, shut up. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. Still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. We all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say anymore? I'd rather you didn't know. Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. That's right. Let me just say this right now. If whoever did this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their skull in myself. I'm serious. I'll screw him up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. I mean, we're not detectives or anything. We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Oh my god, look at her. She's going insane. Where's everybody disappearing to? They're all splitting up to look for clues. Gang, don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? Maybe. Thinking about it. I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Glimpses at freaking Junko? Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everybody had left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? They've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is... execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Goodbye, Monokuma. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. That's all. That's all I have to do. Investigate. Guess I should look through the file we got. Victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We've no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. I always investigate everything. Phoenix Wright taught me well. Alright. Monitor. That's pointless. The monitor Monokuma always shows up on. There's gotta be a clue here. Or not. I better get back to the investigation. Oh, never mind. Gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Touch her wrist to check for it. She was gone. Why is this happening? Okay. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune. Who's God of Space? Help me. Don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Aw. I don't know if there's much you can do. Someone's spying on us with that camera, but who is and what for? Alright. Well, I don't think there's any point in investigating rooms outside of... At least not yet. I should head to the scene of the crime in my room, yeah. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Exactly. Exactly. Headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Let's talk to everybody first. I realized something while I was on guard duty. Killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. That's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the guy that did this, I'm gonna pound his face in. What if it was the girl that did it? That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Good on you, Mondo. Kinda hope a girl did it. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I'm trying not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. Fair enough. Hey Kyoko, I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but... Oh, hey, an illustration. Wow. Well, yeah. I'm definitely heading to the trash room after this, because Mondo was like, hey. Sorry, Kuwabara. Gotta say his name right.
No, not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
Makoto. What? Did you lose a contact? No. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Makoto. Yeah, do you know who did it? Don't think it's relevant. Toolkit's here. No evidence. Makes sense. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need it. It was you! You! Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either? Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why would we? And that's in truth bullets, which comes in handy in the class trial, probably. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? Maybe. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What happened here? There's gotta be a clue on the swords. That's a replica sword. It was used in attack. Plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. Some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. The handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Alright. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's not me! If I remember correctly, we'll trade keys. When we switch room, we switch keys too. She would have had the key here in my room the entire time, but if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Do I have it on? I don't think I have it on. That would be the perfect time to have it on. Why does it keep going to that? There we go. Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No. That seems impossible. Don't open the door for anyone. Somehow she must have been... No, because... After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it. That's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. How did the killer... I wonder if you're gonna get it. Probably not. I'm gonna overthink it, chances are. Scratches and gouges on the walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. I was right there in the other room. If only I had heard something. Wait, that would not have been possible. Don't you remember, all of our rooms are completely soundproof, so something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle. No, I didn't mean to.
Hey.
Sorry, Sakura. Just trying to look at something else. Hey. Can I not look at the... Alright. Thought maybe I could. Wait, what? Oh, I think the sheath is the other thing. It was used in the attack. Sword's been taken out. Some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. How'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? She used it to guard. Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. Heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are the scratches on the sheath? I think Sayaka's just crazy. Let's look at the camera. Mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. The monitor. The wall. I did talk to Kyoko already. I gotta talk to her again. Evidence of struggle. There must have been some kind of fight in my room. Our rooms are completely soundproof. Remember, if anything happened, there's no way you could know. Okay. Kyoko. Did you walk away? I already watched this.
Did you lose it?
Because Makoto's an idiot. Did you lose... Oh, here we go. This is new. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time. Interesting. What is? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. What do you mean? I searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. Now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Hey, Mary.
Shut up.
Thank you. I still don't have that attached to the soundboard. Well, to a keybind. Where is it?
Thank you.
There it is. Was it Sayaka or the killer? That's the question, isn't it? The door. Oh. Alright. Hold on. Isn't there something behind... this? What is this? Oh, the stand. Oh, okay. I guess he doesn't care. On the other side of this door... I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She'd lost everything that made her her. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Okay. Only 2 things. So that's gotta be a wrist. Look past Sayaka to the wall behind her. There I saw... Let's say Leon? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. No, never mind. No, yeah, I think that says Leon. I don't know, dude. Did Sayaka do this? Oh, right. Told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Isn't Leon the baseball guy? Also, according to the file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Gold dust. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's some sort of glittery there on her wrist, too? Something. I'm stupid. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? That's a little weird. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. How would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Alright, I'm done in here. Leon's a baseball dude. Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. Oh. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? Think about it. You're not going to tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Anyway, I should talk to, when it comes to numbers, who's better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, do you know the door to your bathroom got broken? You mean how it gets stuck? Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Alright. So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually I'm referring to the doorknob.
That's
You didn't
right.
notice? We'll just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. Did what Kyoko said and shut the door. Did it fall off? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? What the heck? Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' rooms can lock. She stood there for a while lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me. I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it.
Hmm?
She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. What clears what up? I'm so lost. And bye. See you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Yoko sucks. Still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka's dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video, and on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright, so... Hi, Byakuya. Why are you there? Why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even what you say is the absolute truth. You're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? No? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She said because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then I'm a target. Hi, Leon. Makoto doesn't know anything yet. Something doesn't seem right. The file said Sayaka was killed in your room. Just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Nameplate. Also, I thought... Never mind. It's definitely in my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. That's why I was really confused. Okay. Sayaka's room, but the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates were switched, so all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Why would anyone do that? Yeah, that's kind of important. Hi, Fumi. What was Miss Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Okay, well, I'm going to the trash room. Bye. Yeah, maybe Makoto was supposed to be murdered for being bland and average. Did you know he's average? I thought it was coming from the game for a second. I was really confused. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you. I'm like, oh my god, Sephiroth's here? What? Like, as soon as I entered, I'm like, did I do something wrong? Oh. Chrissy, what were you doing? I'm investigating Moida. Even here, there's a monitor. What is this? Hi, Jonas. I did. I was scared and confused. Spectrobes? Oh yeah, I know she's been doing that. I've been meaning to stop by at some point, but I usually can't. It's hard. Well, maybe you should press the buttons, Makoto. Have any of you played Danganronpa? There's a lot of murder going on. Next week's the finale, so be there. I'll try. What time? What day? And time, I guess. I mean, I'm always a square, so it's hard. Hi, Monokuma. It's the end of the line. The trash room, you know, if that raid waited a little bit more, then I would have been terrified out of my mind. Monokuma shows up, and then just boom, 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 boom. It's like, ugh. Why are you the one-winged angel? Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. I'll probably be at work. Chances are. Usually Wednesdays is 12 to 8 shift. Like today. I just realized it was Wednesday. Took me a second. Also, it's Danganronpa Day. I could probably come for an hour. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any
Okay.
further.
No entry beyond this point. Only person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further.
Why did you repeat that? Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Okay. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask others.
No, you can't go any
Monokuma, shut up!
Shut up.
Cleaning duty. Whoever's on this must be using... What do they want from us? I don't think I can go any further for some reason. I don't know. Something just kind of tells me. No, this is Patrick. Highlight. How'd 0.2 go? Did Dragon like it? Can't imagine how this could have anything to do with the case. Alright, let's go to the kitchen next. Yakuya is there. I'm into the meat of Danganronpa now. Cause the first session was all just setup. Also, she's the best. I like her. Hope she didn't do it. Are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Finish the story, gonna do the super boss next time, then move on to Kingdom Hearts 3. Nice. How's it so far? It's a good time. Now I'm just being Phoenix Wright. It does look like a knife's missing. There are all kinds of knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them's missing. Wasn't missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. So... with the truth bullets... I figured they would be for the class trial. But can I just, like, use them? Review evidence and witness accounts you've made record of. Hold on. So, like, switching rooms. No, I can't use them in any way. Okay. It's just for the class trial. So when I get to that part, when I gather all the evidence, I can look around. I don't know if there's any worth in talking to these guys again. Hey, you on cleaning duty? Can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No, you're like a child lost in the woods, you know that? Total waste of space. Also, he totally did it. Taka's the one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Oh, good point. Taka? Which one's Taka? This is basically Among Us story mode. Something doesn't seem right. Look, this guy's red. Could it be the nameplate? Oh, I'm looking for anyone on cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very
Hold on.
strange.
You need a key to get in the room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they're discovered.
So
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring.
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you
Hey
bastard.
fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
That was a very long voice clip. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D. There's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe I'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it. If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. What a freaking nerd! I mean, you haven't... I wonder how many people have played Danganronpa. I mean, that's a separate question. I wonder how many people have played it. And also, I wonder how many people have played Danganronpa and not known what triggering the flag meant. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. And we warp. Hopefully freaking Monokuma in here being stupid. What happened to your eyes? Stop it. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think... They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please, just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. I don't know. Is Ichiban a perv? Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then an awful screeching noise happened. Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever. Alright, let's talk to Hifumi. Hey, you seem a little down. If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of stuff that might cheer you up. Wink. Alright, well, let's check the furnace real quick. That's not you! This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Oh, and it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later... Why the yellow button? That bothers me. Ichiban imagines he's in the... Oh, right. Yeah. I really like that, by the way. I can't wait. 7's happening eventually, sometime this year. Sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Fumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yeah, about that. There can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. Definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then, and since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for it to be on, and yet... That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate, but how's that possible? Curious. What's on the floor? I just noticed that. Green button turns it on, and the yellow button turns it off for some reason. Or so it seems. There's shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. So that would put... But it wouldn't be him. That would be the psychic, probably. Is that... Do you know what that is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Huh. That's fancy. Got any green aliens? Pink fat dudes? Are you the pink fat dude? Is that Boo? Yellow. Hello. I don't... I'll call you Cancel. How's it going? Have you played Danganronpa? No spoilers, please. This is my first time. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and we'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Is that a reference to something? I don't get it. Well, yeah, that's Dragon Ball. That's why I was like, is that him? Is that Boo? Scorpy. I'll call you Scorpy then. Nice to meet you. How's it going? I have a Discord that I'm awful at plugging, but I wasn't awful there at that time. I put a schedule there every week. I've been doing Yakuza 6, Danganronpa, just started it, and Final Fantasy 7, and some random stuff on Sundays. As Ultimate Writing Apprentice, I vowed to never spoil anything. Ah. Did you write the title card yourself? I get what you're trying to say, but who did this ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Yeah, that's pretty sus. What is this? There's something on the ground from an incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. Like a coat sleeve. Mary, stop threatening people. Toko does not exist. You cannot tell me she does. Oh. A burnt piece like a hunk of burning love. I need Hifumi to die next. Anyway, looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means it's all that's left some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Okay. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean? Will you be confessing soon?
No! No!
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. They're not. It sounds like he's living out of one of his comic book fantasies. Oh, he sure is. Alright, is that everything? Yeah, I guess that's all there is. The killer's in chat! Get him!
Pick a god and pray. Kill every last one of them.
All of those work. I was trying to go for the Dimitri one, but I'm just like, I'll go for all of them. Sayaka's room? I was gonna go to the gym and talk to Mr. Psychic Man. Mary, shh. Also, which one's Sayaka's room? I'm pretty sure it's not this one. I mean, I know this is Makoto's room, but... Fumi's talent is localized differently. It's supposed to be Ultimate Dujin author, but they translated to Ultimate. I mean, same thing, really. Alright, well, I'm glad I can go in here now. Alright, let's look at the trash. Only be one thing in the trash can. The DVD with Sayaka's name on it. And then I can go to the DVD room, too. She got really upset after seeing what was in that video. Wonder what she saw. I'm pretty sure it was her idol group. Probably, like... I don't know, something happened to him. Something bad. It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out. Sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Thanks for the free medal. How nifty. Alright, the sewing kit. All that's here is the sewing kit and the organ map. No useful clues. Can I search everybody else's room? Alright. Hey, thanks for the follow, Scorpy. I don't know if it happened, but Mary or Fire, can one of you guys link the Discord? You didn't even check the bathroom, Makoto. What's your deal? Why did it take so long? That was weird. Huh. Twitch is being dumb. Okay. I saw it come up and then just took forever. Also, can I... Really? I can sidestep? Huh. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. I guess that's kind of easy. You know what? I'll just go down. No, I think Twitch did. Oh god, my favorite lady's in there. I can go in there. Hey, my actual favorite. Alright, well, let's talk to you. There's no real reason to investigate the classrooms, I think. Unless I see something out of place. Hi, Toko. I'm still trying to learn the names. To kill someone, just save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was going to get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. Good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? Well, that's not how psychopathy works. I don't think I'll be alive much longer. Aw. Pour one out. Wait, did that not work? Why didn't that work? Everything's stroking out. Amazing. Oh, soundboard. Soundboard. I was gonna play Bakamitai. Because you're dead. There we go. Boop. I already told you, I don't do blood, so I don't plan on any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it. After all, where was she killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. She did it. Anyways. Let's go to the DVD room. We'll just kinda go through everything. I'll talk to him in a second. Just on the way. Huh? Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Push play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Yeah, it's her idol group! An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said she had been so important to her. Nope, she was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, they're on the ground. Makoto's family wasn't in frame. They just had a torn up living room. Whatever. They're probably fine. But they might be dead? They're sleeping. Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But when I noticed even more than that, I'm glad I was right. Was the figures of the girls who had all simply collapsed. Oh, okay. They're fine. See, they're sleeping.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
Well, why do you say that? They're just sleeping. When they wake up, they'll be fine. Oh.
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Interessante. What's even happening? Sayaka's group is, mildly unconscious. Do you have a second? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right? It just so happens. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I said. Forget Beam. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Haha. Alright, bye. You freaking loser. Oh, wait, Celeste is in the main hall, right? Yeah, there she is. A wonderful goth girl. Do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend to revealing anything until the class trial. Okay. Do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking? So annoying. Must you fumble around, fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. Scene of the crime, naturally. But I think the trash room is also worth looking into. It is the perfect place to destroy evidence, however there is one little problem. That place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. Alright, bye, Celeste. Alright. Into the gym. Because I need to ask Mr. Psychic about his crystal ball. Oh, I also have to ask to the programmer. Let's talk to you first. I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Before she died, Sayaka left a message, and I'm too dumb to figure it out. She wrote the numbers those. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Well, they sure are. Sorry, no. Slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. It's all smashed. What? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. How did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Is that whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world? Is that seriously all... Ah, let's put that aside for now. You can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have... Okay, next place. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune-telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. Ooh. That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Oh my god. Makoto. Don't destroy this man. He did nothing wrong. Except for... be completely... just... Wait, why... I'm not going there yet. Laundry room next. Why is there an exclamation point in there? Hero's a big baka! That was the wrong freaking one. Wait. Yeah, okay, that is the right one. Should I check all of these? Maybe. Nothing to do with the case. Nothing to do with the case. Nothing to do with the case. I don't know, dude. These all have separate things. Okay. I mean, hey, sure. I'll take it. No help here. Swimsuit, nothing to do. It's still here, and it still has no way of helping the case. I like that. Yeah, they sure are washing machines. Since you didn't understand that when you did the first 3. They all had separate, identification things. Hey, so did you notice one of the kitchen knives is missing from the hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. So it wasn't missing from the beginning. Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. When did you notice one of them had disappeared? I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of them was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Well, yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall and someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account is good. That's good to have. By the way, did you really kill Sayaka?
Shut up!
Of course not. I would never. Do you really think I murdered her? She was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, but you still killed her. On the other hand, 2 people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I have a lot of leads.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
No.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of
I had
the
a feeling.
school. See you soon.
Red door on the first floor, that's where I should go. Where I have to go. Just gonna... real quick. I just wanna... okay. Class trial time! That took an hour to get to. Oh, everybody's in an elevator. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Bet you were asking, or afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. They really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? Why didn't Aoi... She could have just told him, like, oh yeah, I saw freaking Leon come in as I had tea. And then he left. It's like, oh, okay, then, well, there you go. Is it really one of us? Yes.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator.
I thought they were in it already.
Which will transport you to the courtroom.
I'm excited to see the courtroom.
Your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I guess talk to everyone. So whoever took us here even took the time to set up a courtroom. We really got to go through this class trial thing, huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Sakura? There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started. You know who did it. Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Uh-oh. I accidentally hit the elevator. I wanted to talk to... Alright.
Yes, indeed.
I guess we're going in.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Was that the right one? This is too low now. That wasn't right. Just yell more. When I finally stepped in, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. We finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It sucks. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Now, hurry up now. We did what he said and found our seats. I like how they're both present with the X's. They had to put Hina right there, huh? The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of our first case opened. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal. It is a really good shot. All of these are pretty good shots. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. Deadly class trial. I do want to save. Again. Boop. What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him? Even with a dead body laying in his bathroom. And what about... I don't know if I want to read all of it. What about the Blackened who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? Okay. So skills. These are the ones that I got from befriending people. Increases influence by 2, effective during the class trial, cost 2 SP. SP? Robot Jock. Increases your truth bullet rate of fire, effective during non-stop debate, and the bullet time battle final strike. I don't know what's happening. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. How many can I equip? Oh, my SP is... Okay. That's probably fine. I can get all of those. Okay. Finish prep?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class
Please do,
trial.
Monokuma.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Duh.
Okay, everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
I'm glad there's voice acting now. Gives me a little break.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise
Yeah,
their
really.
hand?
Somebody already does.
Start the trial. Can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's
Oh,
barrier.
how sweet.
Friendship penetrates.
Hifumi, shut up.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Yeah, I was wondering about that
There
too.
were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16?
I saw that from the, like, that big perspective shot of everybody. It's like, there's nobody in that one. In this one closest.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
I don't know, Monokuma. That's pretty sus.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
E-handbook lets you review truth bullets, and hopefully, all the students. I'm pretty sure it does. I can look at their report cards and stuff because I'm not good with names. I remember Byakuya, Hifumi, Toko and Taka, Leon, Hina, and Celeste, and Kyoko. Which, I mean, I'm gonna forget them by next week, but right now that's all I remember. Did I say Leon? It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. First non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Does that repeat stuff? Because I don't want to repeat stuff. I'm gonna... As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Okay, so kind of like the bar chat things with, in, Yakuza. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried in their statements, but without pause. What this means is what you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Okay. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press options, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Oh, I'm scared.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, you know that part.
Hold on, how do I shoot? I just want to make sure. Controls. Aim, silencer. Is that... Oh, L1 is select truth bullet. Wait, what? Okay, circle is fast forward. Just ignore fast forward. Circle is not a button. Noted. Silencer. What is silencer? And then fire truth bullet, flashback. Select truth bullet. Concentrate? Ooh.
And the murder took place in the first room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
What are the stars?
the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Wait. She did resist. How do I... Hold on. Do I do silencer then? Hold on. Does it say on here? Fast forward, weak spots. Some text may appear in yellow. This is a weak spot, and it represents a potential lie or contradiction in their argument. Multiple weak spots may appear, and it's up to you to figure out the right one and attack it, which will allow you to move the trial forward. Press the triangle button to fire whatever truth bullet you have loaded. No, you shoot? It doesn't say, if you target a weak spot and then hold down the triangle button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. These flashback bullets will disappear as soon as you use them. Oh, here's the silencer. Eliminate white noise with your silencer by targeting it and press the X button. White noise? The bullet you have? Oh, is it automatically... Alright, so... Shoot is triangle, right? Yeah. Something's off about what she just said, because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you notice? Represents a potential hole, a weak spot. These reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Only effective against these weak spots. When you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. You can fast forward by pressing down the circle. Good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka. Yeah, you know that.
It does the chipmunk thing.
So it seems most
Hold on.
likely
Okay, so Chihiro.
the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong.
You're wrong! Ace Attorney on steroids.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room... With the way
I guess
things
she
have
hadn't been in there, right?
I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka
You're a
and
bad liar, Chihiro.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, And that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need
True.
explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yes, Ifumi. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay. Which was a knife.
So what was used to kill her?
It was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
I feel like, I feel like the game audio is overpowering their voices. I didn't know if I could change that. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can access.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
Some random knife. It wasn't random. This is from the kitchen knife.
Add on him.
Shut up, Mondo! I love Makoto saying, no, that's wrong.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Well, yeah, but I can't access the options menu, can I? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm just stupid. Let's turn the background music down. I guess the voices can go... Let's put that there. Let's do it like that. That should be good. Oh. Okay.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Shut up!
Anyways.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a
Mondo, are
kitchen
you
knife.
stupid?
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of
These
the
two
crime.
boneheads.
What more proof do you need?
Hold on a
Surrounded by
second.
idiots.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal
Probably.
itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. So I know I'm not the killer. I think. Did I do it? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, let's go. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus, and if this... okay. Focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Good luck and have fun! Murder! Get used to it. Alright, now I have Awie's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, but he did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall.
Blam!
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's why I
Wait,
wanted to test
hold
it.
on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Who did you see come in?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
She went to the tea, blah blah blah, all that stuff, the flashback stuff that I saw 2 minutes ago.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Mondo come in and get it.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so doesn't hold up in court, Hina.
You don't think so?
Of course it would be him.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to
Why do
protect
I
each
get a
other?
name? Why didn't you name Hina?
Idiot swimmer
Yeah.
girl. Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall
That's a fair
answer.
question.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting
Well, that's a
from it.
bad revelation.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the
True.
rule?
Good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway,
Just gonna brush that off,
I went to the
Makoto?
dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Everybody look at Hina.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Did you see?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
That's new info.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's
Me.
Right. No, of course.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
You what?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
Yes.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think
Yeah.
that's a problem.
You can all just spend the night in one room.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's
Oh no, Taka.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Taka!
But if it wasn't
No.
either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is
I mean,
one
fair, but-
possibility.
I don't know, the dress.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were
Hina,
there.
you really are an idiot swimmer girl.
Why didn't you say so?
Thank
in the first
you.
place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Was it someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up
Oh, okay. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka. It was Hina. Monokuma.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Cogs are turning.
Who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
It wasn't
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
I think maybe she took it for, like, suicidal purposes? Or she took it for self-defense, but I mean, she already had the sword.
What? See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Hifumi, shut up.
You possess
Nobody asked.
terrifying.
No, don't go to sleep. Stay up. Forever. Forever. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit? That sounds scary. As things advance further in the trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Letters flying around and letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim, triangle to shoot. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence. If this reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. Should have been at the scene but wasn't? Do I have anything like that in... Sword, the sheath, the key, toolkit. Nameplates. I'm trying to think of something that should have been there but wasn't. If we can just figure out what something is. So my hints are H and I. Ha. Oh, I can't look at I can't look at my truth bullets. Ha. Ho. Wait, is it? No, never mind. Do they have to be in order, or can I, like... It's not... How do I phrase it? Would I be able to get the second letter before the first letter, or am I only targeting for the first letter right now? I think I'm only targeting for the first letter right now. I think that's the dealie. Nope, you can't. Hurrah. Hurry. Nope. Just the first letter. Hi. Hi. There are a lot of A's. What's the difference between them being orange and yellow? Is there any point to that? There are a lot of A's. Before I do anything, I want to know if orange and yellow matter. I'm gonna aim for an A. It doesn't matter? Okay. Oh, I see. Hoi. Higher. Hi-ha. I'm stupid. Hair. God, I'm stupid. The lint roller. Hair. Oh. There we go. Hiya.
Now I understand.
God, I'm stupid.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if
Which I'm not.
Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not
Yeah,
just
not
her
just
hair.
leave it in the freaking bathroom.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Wish we had a bald dude.
It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
What?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of
Yes.
some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the
Yeah.
bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Makoto struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke, which was the doorknob. Now, this is another thing that bothers me with Ace Attorney too. Is it the door frame or the doorknob? The broken. No, that would be door frame. Never mind, it's the doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob,
I almost
right?
overthought that.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Hero.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed?
I'm
And the
sure I'll get an
doorknob's
Ace
about ready
Attorney
to fall off?
style, oh my god, which one is it?
Oh, yeah,
Eventually.
true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering
Leon.
about it.
You still don't see?
There's no lock,
Then,
and he knows about the door frame.
let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Boop. Number of weak spots will start going up. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Not all the weak spots you see are necessarily fault, so give it a lot of thought. Also, I have a question. If I reach I think they already mentioned it, but if I reach the end of, like, say there are 5 statements. If I reach all 5 statements, does it reset? Or what? Or does Monokuma yell at me? Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence will take damage. This is important because if your gauge reaches 0, you'll fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Alright, so how many statements for the door frame? That's a lot.
Took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main
Yeah.
room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Yeah, because they don't know.
Because Sayaka had locked
No, she didn't lock it. That would be the fake one. So if I let it go for all of the statements, what happens? Do I get in trouble? I don't want to get in trouble. I'm doing so well. I need more water. It's hot in here. You don't get in trouble? Okay.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you,
Oh
wasn't
my
it, Makoto?
god.
Admit it. No! I know the answer.
It's not because the door was locked. No, there was a different reason entirely.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer had it because Sayaka had locked it.
I love it when they do that. Yeah, it wasn't locked.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all,
Okay, so it just resets.
girls'
That's good
rooms
to
are
know.
the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true. That's true.
Yes, I am still here.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
I mean, it's bad
The
lucky.
reason the door didn't open was just because it
Nobody
was stuck.
ever says how, like, everybody always assumes, like, oh, you're lucky means you're good lucky. It can mean you're bad lucky. You could be the most unlucky person. You're lucky. You're just the wrong kind.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the
You
doorknob
could just
to
say
get in.
unluckiest, but still luck.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplate switching. Which... The killer was convinced the door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the crime scene was... Okay, I don't know... This is the Ace Attorney thing. Because the killer would think that it was Sayaka's room because the nameplate swapped. So the crime took place in Sayaka's room because the nameplates were swapped. So I'm thinking Sayaka's room. That's my thought process. The one thing that the killer didn't know was that the crime actually took place in Sayaka's room. Okay, they were... Alright. You don't have to overthink this one.
Shoot.
Oh, I just embarrassed myself. Cool. Oh, that they didn't know. Okay.
I got it! The killer
Okay,
must
I just
have
wanted to be sure.
realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit
I misread
didn't
it,
even know where he
is what
was?
happened.
That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked.
Byakuya, you feeling guilt?
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite...
I guess you didn't do it.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank God. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without
Who
saving.
me? Shut up.
But
nobody cared.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think
Yeah,
that's a
that's
good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Why does everybody hate Hina so much? Oh, you.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know
God,
his place.
He needs to go back on a forum.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be?
What are you pointing at? He's right there. Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... the key. Switching rooms. Hold on. No. I just want to make sure. But it's probably the key. Knife set. He's count. Trash duty. Yeah. Alright.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
All this stuff that was said last time. Yeah.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
I guess.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Huh? Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? There's something I wanted to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint.
I always thought that was
the
cool.
next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature.
Yeah.
Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Who would she get in touch with?
Under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Well, somebody would have the note with them. Unless, oh, they put that in the incinerator.
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
We did.
correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Wait, what?
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Is that the... I mean...
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would
I think it's the first one I have to shoot. Killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the plate specifically says, my room.
I see. So then they would have gone exactly.
I think it's this one, actually.
The room that...
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
This is a
As
good time.
result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as
Yeah,
her
baby,
room.
I almost missed that.
Then... if
Thanks, Leon.
someone did do what the note said, they would end
Hope
up
you
at
didn't do it.
Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... well, of course it wasn't you.
No, I
right,
didn't do
Makoto?
anything. Stop it.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Only one person who could have. Only other person who knew we had switched rooms. The killer. And me. It was me. The killer had to be the one to switch the nameplates. Sorry to burst your bubble, but they had no idea that we were in your room.
Shoot.
Fine. Shut up. I thought maybe someone was peeking from the hall or
Me and
something.
Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the
Mary.
nameplates was Sayaka.
It's alright, I got that.
You can also infer as much from her note.
True. Yeah, that's fair. Because she opened the door for
She
him.
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
So she went and switched them.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What? Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
It's too obvious. Look, I overthink
To
things.
understand that, We first
Hello.
need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
We did it.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial
Everybody show hands.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at the wrist, there's no doubt. Is it just her wrist? It's gotta be just her wrist. Yeah, there's nothing else.
I got it!
Oh, right, because of the gold dust.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist
have a
is
lot
all
of
swollen. There's something glittery there.
Have a lot of knowledge here.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Boop. Getting used to these. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your... Okay, here we go. I knew this was going to happen eventually. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. If you come up with the wrong combo, you'll take damage. Press L1 to rotate and choose which one to fire. Press and release to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down L1, then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. If the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the difficulty will be set to mean. Well, okay, good luck, bye. Okay, so I have 3. Either the sheath,
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed
sheath
the
knife
sword,
set, or
and
sword.
That's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that.
That sounds right.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Alright, hold on. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed
Grabbed the sword.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Well, it wasn't a sneak attack, but...
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So
Oh, right, the sheath. Right?
she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
What is that? What is that emote? Tom Dance? The kitchen knife she had hidden away. Matching games.
And that's exactly what happened.
God. I don't know which one
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Sword-based sneak attack. Sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. I want to say either the sword or the sheath, but like... Because what did I start with? I started with the knife set, I think it started on. That one I can just wipe away. I'm gonna go with sheath.
Sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
Did I get it?
Actually,
yeah, baby.
No. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
That's one of your favorite music. That was good. It was a good song. All of this is really
the
good.
sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
She invited someone in to kill them, but she got killed in self-defense.
If the sword was used first,
because she wanted to leave.
Explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how
Taka, I don't think you did.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes
Yeah, the
this
palms.
clear.
They're clean. Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? The stomach.
I got it. You're talking about her.
I wanted to say stomach just to see what the actual, like, what all the replies were. Like, what does that mean? No.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at
Hina, try to stick with it.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it in their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Who would do that in that situation?
Why do you say that? Is it because you
I'm starting to think so.
No, that's not it at all.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it, Makoto. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because who gets chased by a murderer and washes their hands? There's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. The water is off. Yeah, water can't remove it.
I got it. According to the Monokuma file,
I did almost forget that.
Time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Just because it's been a week.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off.
But the other two were dumb enough to...
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What?
Insult,
Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka
What?
never touched the
How would
sword,
that be a compliment?
that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife.
Yeah, Taka. Would have had to been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a
No.
brutal victim of this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
So was she gonna frame Makoto? Like, if it all went well, she was gonna frame Makoto. Oh my god.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Sayaka wanted to...
Mm.
on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate
Oh my
Makoto.
god.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right
Yeah.
away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm
He's
sure
too
Sayaka
average.
realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Tongo.
You're saying she
Shut
had this
up.
all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan
Yeah.
backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Because I'm in denial.
Hey, hey! You guys have totally derailed
This
the
isn't fun
argument.
anymore.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
I just noticed it says the first murder case around the screen.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? As far as clues go, there's nothing left. I mean, the only real clue I have is the crystal ball. The dying message. And, that shirt piece.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide
Oh, I only
who
have
did
one.
it.
Okay.
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
There are.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point.
No.
One more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die.
I have 10 hours for this?
We don't.
Not 10 hours. Never mind. I'm stupid. 10 minutes. Still one clue left, I'm sure of it.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
There are, Leon.
No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining message.
She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer.
Come on.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
No question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I could prove it. Fatal wound, left index finger, the right wrist? The right wrist. No, it's not. Never mind. How does it help us now? He's just silent. Okay, then it was the index finger.
I got it.
I couldn't remember which one it was, because I...
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I'm stupid.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about
We tried.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Like how she's like, no. That's not how that works.
Of course. It's because they're
Thank
not
you.
numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just... Look at
He would know
numbers,
lead.
assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
I don't know what that means. I'm uncomfortable.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense.
Oh, it does. It's no use. I just don't know because I'm very stupid and average.
Rotate the image 180
Thank you.
degrees.
Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose
Are
name
you all
did she
stupid?
write?
Dying message reveals the real killer's name. Turner's message 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. Except I can't read. It's me. Can I really say... I can really just vote Sayaka or Junko? Can I... Oh no, it skips over the empty... I get... Monokuma's over there. Okay, can I pick Monokuma? I had to pick the longest route. Sorry, Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
I really want to pick wrong.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Which spells Makoto.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
He's trying. He's doing his best.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against
She
it.
did? I mean...
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be
Everybody,
inverted.
this is an assignment.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just
He
go and
confessed.
say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. Well, I found two things in front of the incinerator, but we'll go with the piece of the burnt shirt.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator,
Yeah,
right?
she did.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
And then he was like, oh
Disposed of the
no.
shirt covered in the victim's blood. They threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice.
And then Leon's just like,
They
it
had,
did?
they most
I mean,
certainly would have told. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is
yes.
guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure.
Oh, it sucks. I really liked Leon.
Right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand?
I want to know about the crystal ball, though.
Right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of the bottom-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of, well, not really. The incinerator doesn't matter. I'm just going to do this for the sake of time, because I have 2 minutes left. How it was disposed of and when it was disposed of. When? The how. Yeah, we have the where and the how. If we focus on that, the killer will become the time it was destroyed. You really have evidence that proves what time it was. Fine. The how, then.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Is the timer still
I
ticking
think I know what you're
during
gonna
all
say.
of the dialogue?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon's a real killer. The shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash
Oh,
room
it was
key
me.
was... Huh? Me?
Love that last part.
The key to the whoever was on cleaning.
Alright,
The only one who-
so
And
this.
you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong.
No, you murderer. You freaking idiot.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator.
Oh, you could.
You?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But I spent $1 million on a freaking fake.
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it. Divine with it. I really want to.
The
You know,
killer simply
like a
took aim
baseball.
at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time. You said it was the work of the fairy.
So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Burn it all.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet.
How do you know that?
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way.
Leon.
Impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball player. The ultimate clairvoyant.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Love how I said Leon. Leon!
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious.
Leon getting caught.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
Of course he won't admit it, he's gonna die.
Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered.
Yeah, there's no more, dude.
Now here's what happened.
Here's what really happened. The closing argument. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to produce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. I'm scared. Favorite part of the trial? Okay. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. If you take aim at a missing section, press the X button, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Holy cow. Oh, cool. Alright. I got 20 minutes to do this. How is this... Okay, hold on. Is this done in the form of a manga? Am I going right to left? What are all these? It's not the screwdriver, that's the incinerator. That's coming to the door. It's this one. Oop. Is it not that one? Okay. Think so? My room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Yeah. No, that's... Oh! Okay, I didn't realize there was more of that stuff. Okay, so I just changed pages like that. She goes in for the stab. He picks up the sheath. Just want to double check that. Yeah. Because I don't think there's... Oh, maybe... Yeah, no, that one's still... That would be it. Okay. He hits the wrist, which... Oops. I can do that apparently. Wait. Yeah. She rushes in. Doorknob's locked. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, wait. I missed this one. Where did that go? Right? Use that object to deflect... No, yeah, that's deflect. And what's this one? Enter. That's there. Deflect. After the killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? Force it open. And they did that with the screwdriver. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Hold on. There we go. Look at that picture. That one's crazy. Is this her writing? Yeah. This is her writing. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. Act 3. The lint roller. Still don't know where that one goes, though. The incinerator room. Oh, wait. Crystal ball first. Boop. And then the shirt. Boop. And then the burnt shirt. So is there just one... So... They put a red herring one in there. Because I got all of them. Okay. Because, like, that's... that's what was confusing me. That's the exact same shot as, one of the other ones. Right here. It's the exact same shot. So, I was really confused by that.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
There are repeated circles. That's what threw me off. Alright, now that I know that. I like that they're playing the main theme.
Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen.
I like how this is presented. I'm glad you get to see what exactly went down.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
I'm curious what happens if you get a wrong circle. Then you're like, oh wait, never mind.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Bam, bam, bam. Love this scene so much. It's really good.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
crept in, made a weird face,
and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind
hopefully, I don't remember the name, but hopefully the Danganronpa guys don't get mad. I'm not doing much talking while the main theme plays. I'm enticed. I'm listening to the breakdown.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying.
I mean, I already knew the breakdown, but
first they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there.
Now,
but the trash room was blocked off by an especially
something's been bothering me.
preventing access to the incinerator.
Did Leon have another shirt on? Like, I didn't notice. I don't really remember.
So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a
yeah, I can
shot.
do that.
And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Roared to life. He didn't change. Fun fact, you can see blood on his shirt. Can you?
The final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Where? They're gonna show him again.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of
I mean,
the
it would have to be on the arm, probably, but...
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh.
Isn't that right?
Leon. I can't feel good about this victory.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object?
Is it on the pocket? I think it's on his little pocket there. Where's the torn off piece? First try, first try. Also, I just noticed, is he wearing a giant safety pin? What is that? What the heck is that?
Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object, I object, I object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence,
Leon.
it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge
Leon.
it.
This is all evidence.
I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin? Absolutely. Oh, I get to shoot him. Sometimes during a class rally, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. Well, yeah. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. I like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, BTW. Stupid, where's your proof? You lie, it wasn't me. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh no. You gave me a false sense of security, Mary. Oh no. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Match your button presses with each tempo marker. I need, like, video. Press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle. Wow. As the tempo marker reaches the center. This will go well. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, you'll start a combo, keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. Flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. Tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Like before, if your influence reaches 0, you fail.
When the
I'm
killer
scared.
removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid,
Oh,
stupid.
Leon.
Stupid, 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 stupid,
I didn't quite catch that. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon's the killer. I need to figure it out. Moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
So, alright. Hold on. Do the buttons show up, or do I just press X? X is lock on. So if I... Do I have to pick a... I learned by doing. Never forget, I learned by doing. So I have to read this again. Take damage to... Syndicates current... You press it? Yeah, but... Is it just all of them? If you're able to keep up with the rhythm... It's probably all of them. So press X, triangle, reloads the thing.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied.
So like that.
Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance.
Got it.
Stupid.
Shut up, Leon.
Shut up. Here's your proof.
Yakuza trained me for this.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop.
Am I winning? I can't look at the health.
Shut up. Here's your proof.
I'm not winning. I'm not doing anything. Okay, hold on.
You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied.
I see.
Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Ugh.
Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay. I'm sweating.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Okay, so I didn't realize. It all makes sense now. We're good. We're good. I learned better by doing. I have to figure it out. I have to experiment, figure it out, hope for the best. I'm glad I glanced up. I didn't realize that that pressing X alone was not doing anything. I was waiting for some kind of prompt to show me to shoot. It makes sense now. We're good. Screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah.
Monokuma, just kill him.
Each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Yeah.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
His own.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
That's not a character.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
He's run out of stuff.
Would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used. Stupid! Huh?
What?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
There's no stoop. Oh no. Leon.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
You are out of here. I got a A. It went to B for a second, but I got an A. Is S rank the highest? It's gotta be. Probably. Oh, cool. Yo. What's a mistrial?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor.
Does someone die for not voting? A is the highest. Oh, cool. Got A on my first try. Look at that.
Okay, then let's get excited.
Why was she quiet?
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Well, what if they vote wrong? I mean, we already know who did it.
What's it gonna be?
Who's found guilty? Oh. Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. I'm surprised this isn't voiced.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a sec. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son
What
of
is
a
wrong
bitch.
with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So
Alright, Mr. Undertale.
that's why-
It's just, well, yeah, but it's really weird. So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Man, if only you were average. You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's becoming clear. The decision we made was right after all, but when I think about that, honestly I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and that video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What'd you say? I understand, really, I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment. I guess you could say he is out of here. Yes, Leon.
You mean...
Yes, Leon.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. When you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Man, Celeste wants Leon dead. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So
That's... no. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
You sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? Can't say Leon's solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. I didn't do anything. If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Execution is execution! Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Oh, I thought he was going to finish. For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
No.
Put this down. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. A thing around his neck? Oh. I knew it. I knew it was going to be themed around baseball. I just don't know how. Oh my god. They all went in here to watch this. 1,000 blows. He's gonna get hit by 1,000. All over. And the room, it's spinning around too. Oh, poor Leon. How are they all watching this? Why was Monokuma there? Man. Sakura doesn't care. Neither does Byakuya. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
I guess you could call it that. Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control. What's going on? Can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. If you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Man, why are you doing all this? Evil, you make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upsetting young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your butt into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills, chills, kills!
What everyone's waiting for?
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Okay, bye. Just like that, he was gone. Left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Nope. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Nope. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Oh, it works. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Kyoko? The quiet one? The quietest of all? Ugh. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Surprised you figured it out. That scene, like, that was brutal, but also, like, props. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. Yeah. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon and Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. What? Kidding, I just had pretty good intuition. Aw, that's really cute. That was really cute, Makoto. Alright, we lost 3 people in Chapter 1. Going well. The Despair Bat. 1 is the loneliest number. I'll do it here. Let me, I'll probably stop here, but let's just get back to, oh, he's quiet. Maybe I shouldn't stop here quite yet. Just because... Should I wait for daytime, do you think? Or should I stop here? Oh, he doesn't even care. I got 91 of those. Can I get more, emblems? Man. Makoto's... Yeah, I should stop here. Well, is she still in there? I mean, she probably is. This is the beginning of Chapter 2. Alright. I'm gonna stop here. All I have left are the... You know what? Hold on. Let me... let me save again. What does it say? Okay. Okay, so the proper thing is go in there. Up to you if you want to stop. Because I figured either the bed, go to sleep, or go in there and... You know. Oh. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us... I almost forgot, since the trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. Okay.
What are you
It's
gonna
okay.
do?
No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I was kind of expecting them to stay. Oh, I skipped his laugh. My bad. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. Headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. I feel like it's a bad place to stop, so I'm just... I'll go a little bit more.
So,
Hey, you okay, Makoto? Sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Jeez, Taka. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus. That's screwed up. Why would you say that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there, with her scent still hanging in there, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Cheer up, getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. It's happened once. It's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, Sayaka made the first move at you.
Well...
But if we work together against the Mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, is not that simple. What do you mean? Mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. Cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. It is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk. So what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No, what? I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What do you mean? Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different for us killing him ourselves.
But...
Yeah, you're all murderers. If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? Isn't what you wanted, is it? She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen, you're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The Mastermind's responsible. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the Mastermind. Ugh.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10
Is this different?
p.m. As such, it is officially soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
Don't see you. What?
Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your
The
actions.
burden of judging others.
Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
What was that about just now? Is he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with
Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boyd's Life of Despair? I saw Celeste on the magazine. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, and he called us all to the gym. What's he going to do this time? We were frozen with fear, but he was determined to get us involved in his little game. With that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
Taka.
4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed.
I'm starting to
those
wonder if I
young
should wait.
bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Morning exercise is a thing in Japan. I think I've seen it in a few anime. Sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Would you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? I love that. Well, I'm more so surprised that they're doing the morning exercises here. God dang it, Monokuma. So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you Just? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. Sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay. I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial, here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you. So, the next floor. Whole new world? It would really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. Nice. Basically, to move your body, and it can be done at any age. Exercise is something I should do, but nah. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world. Is he talking about a way to get outside? That seems unlikely. We don't know until we look. Whatever you meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time. Split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as our signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. I like how he's a leader. Alright. There's nothing here to... Yeah. Alright, well, I'll stop here now. This is a lot better of a stopping point, I'd say. Next time I'm gonna go to the gacha room, and I'm gonna spend some of these babies. I didn't think I'd get that many at once. Ever. But now I know. I learned a lot of stuff this session. I learned a lot of stuff. This is a good session. I like it. Danganronpa's fun. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and join me next week for more Danganronpa. It'll be a good time. Adios. And thank you. Glad it went so well. Well, maybe not for Leon. He's kind of dead.